Up.
Hey, we're all in the same boat. Life can really suck sometimes.
Good. We're gonna do 2 more like that.
But hey, can't live in a shadow. So here's a little piece of advice.
Hands on your hips. Kick off your shoes.
Stop by kicking off your shoes.
4 of those.
Leave right by the door.
Call a friend.
Then you call a couple friends and you call a few more.
Let's drink.
Put a drink into your glass that
Get happy
make
now.
you let go. Then you find something smooth on the radio that makes you wanna sway
2 times
to the left and
2
sway
times to the right. Roll it
Get
back.
lost in a groove
And forward.
that'll make you
Good.
lose
We'll do
your
it again.
mind.
To the
Put a
left.
smile on your face and
Other
you
side.
ride into a
Good. Roll
daze.
back.
No, there ain't nothing wrong when a song comes
Little
on that
Charleston.
makes you wanna sway.
Okay, the whole thing repeats. Here we go. We go up.
Hey, world's kinda messed up. We
Up we
got
go.
no time
Good.
for sitting
And out.
around,
And again.
waiting for it to let
Last one.
up. Let's break some rules and figure it
Get ready to kick off your shoes. Here we go. 4 times.
Stop by kicking off your shoes, even right by the door.
Call a friend.
Then you call a couple friends
side.
and you call a few more. Put a drink into your glass
Get
that
happy.
make you let go. Then
turn on
you
that radio.
find something
Roll that knob.
smooth on the radio that makes
left.
you wanna sway to the left and sway to the right.
Roll it back.
Get lost in a
roll
groove
it
that'll
forward.
make you lose your
Good.
mind.
And again.
Put a smile on your face and you ride into a daze.
back.
No, there ain't nothing wrong when a song comes on
Now
that
we're gonna
makes
sway like
you
this. Watch.
wanna sway.
A little of that. Good. Now sway like this.
Makes you wanna sway.
Kick off your shoes 2 times. Slow.
Stop by kicking off your shoes.
Turn the knob.
And you find something smooth,
Last round.
something that makes you wanna sway to the left and sway to the right. Get
Back.
lost in a groove
forward.
that'll make you lose your mind. Put a
again.
smile on your face and you ride into a daze.
Roll it
No,
back.
there ain't nothing wrong
And
when
forward.
a song comes on that
And
makes you
sway.
wanna sway.
Clear the tape 3 times. A big subcircle down. Yay. I love that song. Isn't that? It's just such the happiest song. It is. It's country. It is. She was the Voice winner, and she was a country girl. And Blake was her coach. Who watches The Voice? Come on, fess up. That's it. Only one person. You guys, you gotta watch it. You're missing out. Exactly. Whew, how are we doing with our breath, our heart, our temperature? We're a little warm. Okay, let's do this thing. We're all going to create a little breeze just by doing this, okay? So just feel the breeze kind of moving around in the room. Yeah. All right. Okay, come all the way back in. Let's bring one foot up, you guys. Point and flex a little bit. So you know how good this dancing is for our blood and our circulation in our heart, right? And happiness and joy, right? But it's also good for our circulation down even on the bottom of our feet, right? So let's see if we can do both of them. Power up a little bit. Yeah. So those calf muscles are pumping the blood back from your feet to your heart right now. Good. And then release it. Finger taps. Twirl. Okay, shoulder shrugs. It looks like this. Watch. 4.
May the good Lord be with you down every road you roll.
Oh, good. Good stretch. Okay. Sunshine circle.
And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you fall.
And a drizzle and a wiggle. Good, now we're gonna reach with one arm.
You
Up,
grow to be proud,
up,
dignified,
down, down. Now we're gonna kick the leg, opposite leg. Up,
and do unto
Good.
others
Up.
as you'd have done
down.
to you.
Good, now ready for your power.
Be courageous and be brave,
Good.
and in my heart you'll always
One
stay
hand out.
forever young,
Just stretch open the heart.
forever young.
Good. Now we're gonna repeat. We're gonna do that shoulder crossover. It goes like
May
this.
good fortune be with you. May your guiding
Good.
light
Next
be
shoulder.
strong.
Good. Sunshine circle.
Build a stairway to
Oh, let's sway a little bit.
the prince or a
Wiggle and wiggle. Power.
And may you never
Good. Down.
love in vain.
Good. To your heart.
And in my heart you will remain forever young, forever young,
Wow.
forever young, forever young.
Now hold the tray. Open. Now play. Play. That's why we stay forever young. We play, right? Play. Okay, you guys, we're gonna do something for the back. We're gonna do stir the pot. We're just rolling around. You guys know that one. We've got the shoulders moving now. Now the hips are gonna move. And the other direction. Back to the center with some cat cows. Ready? And it's arch and arch and around. Arch and around. Again, arch and around. Good. Now we're gonna do those shoulder movements again. Here we go. Cross.
When you finally fly away, I'll be hoping that I served you well.
Good. Sunshine circle.
For all the wisdom of a lifetime, no one can ever
Wiggle the wiggle.
tell.
Reach one arm.
But whatever road you choose,
And take it low.
I'm right behind you, win or lose.
Release and kiss. One arm.
Forever young, forever young,
And down.
forever young.
Oh, I'm gonna take some leap of faith. Here, both arms. Both out. Up. Good. Take it down.
Young,
Again. One more round with both arms. Good. Stay back to the tray. Play. To the tray again. Now we're gonna play in the rain, you guys. Yay, drizzle it down. Yay. What do you think? You like that one? A little playful on that one. So how many people, raise your hands, have shoulder issues? I know you do. Shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Who was that in the back? Okay, Stephanie, all right. So the most important movement for shoulders, and this is how I cured my shoulder issue, because my bone was rolled forward in my socket, is doing the Celtic cross. So we're gonna do that one, and it's a Celtic cross, which is a somatic movement, which is subtle. It's a little complicated because you got to tune into one specific motion, okay? So we're going to take the left shoulder first, and it goes like this. There's this hunch feeling like that, and we drop it. And just one shoulder's up, good, and we drop it. And then we go out to the side like we're holding a teacup, and that rolls that shoulder back. This one was the most important one for me. How does that feel for you? Don't, if it stretches too much, don't go too far. So that one gets the bone back in the socket, right? And then that, okay? And then there's the length, all right? So we're gonna drop down. So we're trying to touch the floor, so we're trying to pull that down. Then it comes back to neutral, and then we're gonna drop it down, and back to neutral, and drop it down. Then the other one, which I think feels super good, is a roll like that. It stretches in your shoulder blade. I like that one too. And then you roll it, right? So all four of those motions is the motion of your shoulder joint. So you know now, if you have shoulder issues, which of the four hurt you or have a little sensitivity, right? Yeah, and then when we do the other side, you'll notice that. So then what we want to do is we want to combine all four of those into the rotation in the socket. So it looks like this: up, back, down, and forward. And you see how this moves in your whole shoulder girdle, right? So you should feel, your elbows moving, your hands moving, because you're attached to the shoulder joint. Yeah. And stop, crackle, pop, right? Snap, crackle, pop. It's got all those tendons moving around in there. Good. And then when you go like that, loosen it out. All right, good. Hopefully your shoulder feels a little softer. Let's try the other side. It goes like this. Contract up and down. Now, sometimes we get stuck like this, right? Because we have that kind of a hunched sensation. So we've got to make sure we get that dropped. And then we're going to go out like a teacup. Good. How does that feel? Is that the one that hurts? Yeah. So that's the angle you want to be careful on. Good. And one more like that. And then the pull down. So don't lean that way. It's almost like leaning the other way when you're pulling down. Yeah. See, because you're trying to drop this and move the other way. Good. And then you drop it. Good. And the last one is that nice rounded tuck, which I love this one. But if we get stuck too much like this is not good, right? Okay, good. Now we do that whole circle. Goes up, back, down, and forward. So we just roll around in the joint. Good. And then we do this a couple times. We do this a couple times. And then we do a squirm. Yeah. Oh, then you're sitting up nice and tall. How's that feel, you guys? Feel okay? We're going to lock it in. Bring both hands to your elbows. Keep your elbows really super tight and take it out and in. How does that feel, Virginia, when you take it out like that? No problem. Okay, and how about you? It pulls a little bit. Yeah, so that's the direction that you want to be careful of, right? Good. And then when you do that, take it on the side. Good. Okay, so I think most of you know Olga, who is a chair yoga teacher in Toronto. She was the one that introduced me to chair yoga dance. This is the song that started it all, Stay Strong. You guys got the beat, the tempo. We're going to start with the left hand.
May the grace of God bless man.
Prayer, big circle.
In this land.
Here we go.
Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
That's it, you guys, a million times. Okay?
Whatever comes to meet us,
To the heart in big circle.
darkness won't defeat us. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Some say the end is coming.
Set our souls around, but I say, stay strong, keep your faith alive.
One more cycle.
Let's all come together, take care of each other. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Now we're going to raise our hands to the right.
Raise your hand, raise your hand.
Other side. Now stay strong again.
Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Take a stand, say a prayer. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Perfect. And it repeats.
Hand in hand and side by side,
With arms open wide, stay strong, keep your faith alive. Help others find a way to the heaven.
love taps. Then we'll come back up. Good. Flip it, come up. Good, and the legs. As low as you can comfortably go. Don't worry about touching the floor. Come back up. And the other leg. Little love here. We love our Charlestons. They're good for the hips. Now bring your legs together. Get ready to raise your hands.
Raise your hands, in the air, Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Lift your hands, say a prayer, Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Stay strong, keep your faith alive. Stay strong, keep your faith alive.
Oh, yay. That was good. That's a song that I dedicated to me, okay? Because right now I need to stay strong. There's a lot of things happening in my life, and she's going into hospice this week, and it's going to be a journey that we're all going together as a family. So it's the motto of stay strong. So take your right foot, point and flex, and then we'll circle that foot around. And then we'll do it to the other one. Toe taps to the left.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think
One arm out.
about you day and night. It's only right
Both
to
arms.
think about the girl you love.
Good.
And hold her tight. So happy together.
Okay, we're going to do that tap out again.
If I should call you up, invest a dime.
One
and
arm
you
up.
say you belong to me. Lose my mind.
Both.
Imagine how the world could be so very fine. So happy together.
One arm out. Here we go.
Can't see me loving nobody but you.
Now ready? All right.
When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
Me.
You and you and me.
Hip elbows.
No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
Okay, one finger at a time. Here we go.
I can't see me loving nobody
Fingers go back.
but you.
Scarlet.
For all
Woo.
my life. When you're with me, baby, the
Fingers
skies
backwards.
will be blue
Scarlet.
for all my life. Me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
Now both fingers go out. Oh, back bend. And a big hug. One more time. Ready?
Me and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together.
Now lift up a leg.
So happy together.
Really happy.
And how is the weather?
Okay, now ready? Tap out. Ready?
So
One.
happy together.
One arm.
We're happy together.
Both arms.
So happy together.
Okay, now hug that tree. Ready? And then yoga together. Yeah. Let's yoga together. Now we're going to incorporate the lower body twisting. So take it out so that you're scooting up and your knees are a little bit wide. And we're going to just do a little bit of that windshield wiper movement. Remember where we're kind of edging the foot and we're dropping the knee? And you should be able to slide on your chair. You want to make sure that you're always feeling that you have that mobility and that looseness in your hips. Now, when your knees are one way, you're going to turn and look over the opposite shoulder. Good. And then do that. And then do that again, twisting. And for those of you who can, maybe scoot that back leg back a little bit so you can straighten it a little bit more. Good, good, and good. Okay, so when I look around the room, it's a really interesting thing that I see, and I just want to point this out. One of the most important muscles of our gait muscles is our hip flexor, this muscle here. And remember when we're sitting down, how contracted and tight this one is? But when you walk, this is the muscle that stretches, right? So when you're walking, this one pulls you up, and this one goes back, and this one pulls you up. So the ability to actually have a stretch in this muscle is important. That's why this movement is the movement that does it. So for some of you, and I don't know if it's because you have tight hip flexors or you're not experiencing the feeling much, you're scooted up like this. So you still have this angle here, which is a tightness in your hip. So if you can possibly take that foot back and your knee faces the floor, then you have that stretch, which is a little bit deeper. It's a little deeper, but that's the feeling you want to have to open up your hips, and then just walk it over to the other side. And this is why sliding is important on your chair. Good. And then we'll do it again. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? There's a little deeper stretch there. And it's easing into it, right? You never want to overstretch. Did I tell you about the time that I taught chair yoga and a guy pulled his groin muscle? Oh my gosh. Okay, come back. I went and I talked at the Vista Adobe. You know, they're a historical society, so they wanted to have a guest speaker for their lunch, and they invited me. So I did a couple of movements, probably 3 or 4. And so the next year I came for the same, purpose. And one of the wives said, my husband didn't come this time because last time he pulled his groin muscle in your class. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I felt so bad. But the whole point is that you have got to monitor yourself. I'm inviting you and I'm teaching you and I'm educating you, but it's really your body to know what to do or not. And sometimes you compete with yourself, and I realize that. We're going to do the hip flexor trio. So talked about the psoas muscle being here. There's other muscles here called the hip flexors. So we're going to open up this area in 3 different stretches. So the hands are on the chair, your feet are parallel, and you're going to take your left foot back like a warrior 1. Okay? Your right knee is going to bend. So as soon as you do that, you're holding on, you should feel your left hip. Do you feel that left hip stretching? Absolutely, right? So that's your hip flexors that we're going to be stretching. When you take your left arm up, 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 you feel a deeper stretch. And why is that? Because that muscle, the psoas muscle, is connected to your ribs. And when you lift your arm up, the ribs lift up. That's why we're stretching that. Good. Now, we're going to take the hand to the hip, and we're going to turn and look over our left shoulder. So we're going to take that little hip flexor, and we're going to stretch it a little bit sideways. Good. Bring it back. Then reach that left arm up, and then we're going to go half moon. So take a breath, and exhale. We're going to take that hand over the left ear, sideways. Oh, that's the juicy one, huh? Inhale, back up, and then the hand goes down, and we're going to walk it forward. We'll take it to the other side. Oh, just stand right here. Does anyone feel that side's a little bit more stretched, a little more open? You can feel that. Just like we felt that in our shoulders when we do those movements, you feel that in your hip. Okay, so the left foot is going to stay, the right foot's going to step back, and then we'll bend the left knee. So just take a pause. Just acknowledge where we're stretching, right in here. Now, right arm up, the palm is facing in. Yeah, so that stretches that one a little bit more. Good. And then the hand on the hip, and here we go. We're going to turn to the right, but keep the left knee facing forward. So opening up that hip a little more. Good. Coming back to the center. Reaching that right arm up. Take a breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we're tilting to the left. That's the deepest, deepest part of this stretch. Good. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And then exhale, coming back to the center. All right, and shake it out. You're not doing it right. It's okay. It's okay. We don't give any grades in yoga. Remember, the right foot's going to go out. Here we go. Right,
Everybody's doing
left,
a brand new dance
front,
now. Come on, baby,
front.
do the
Good. Repeat.
I know
Right,
you get to like it if you
Right.
give it a chance.
front,
Come on, baby, do
double to the side.
My
One,
little baby
two.
sister can do it with ease.
Single to the
It's
front.
easier than learning your ABCs. So come on,
do the locomotion with me. Good. You got to swing your hips now. Come on, baby. Walk forward. Walk back.
Well, I think you got the
Okay, here we go again with the arm.
Now
One,
that you can do it,
One.
let's make a change.
One forward.
Come on, baby.
Good. Again, same. One, One. Forward, one hand.
Come on, baby.
Good, Bobby. Sing a double.
Do it nice and easy now, don't lose control.
Single
A
forward.
little bit of rhythm and a lot of soul. Come on, do the locomotion with me.
Good. Tucky checker. Switch. Yeah. Kick a booty, move in. Kick for the back. Yay, yay. Okay, here we go. Both arms are going to go out.
Move around the floor in a locomotion.
Forward.
Come on, baby, do the locomotion.
Again. Out.
Do it holding hands if you
Out.
get the
Good.
notion.
Forward.
Come on, baby.
Oh, here's the double, the hard one.
There's never been a dance that's so easy to do.
Good. Forward.
It even makes you happy when you're
Forward.
feeling blue. So come on, do the locomotion with me.
Good. Swing your hips.
Do the locomotion.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Having fun. Now the twist.
I said,
yay, A&E. What?
Come on, do the locomotion, motion. Do the locomotion, motion. Do the locomotion.
Two more.
Yeah, come on, do the locomotion. I said, come on, do the locomotion with me.
Oh, what'd you think of that, you guys? Oh, look at that double E. Yes, I like that. No, just the fingers now.
Well, you can tell by the way I use
Yeah,
my
I see your
voice.
knees
I'm a
moving,
woman,
guys.
no time to talk. Music loud, women want me kicked around. Since I was
Got the opposite leg.
sorry, it's okay. And you may look the other way, but we can try to understand. The New York Times are
Punch out to the left. One,
staying alive, staying alive.
other side. All right, good job on that one. Did that work you out? Well, it's just like the little kids, right? I'm gonna wear you out so you can have a nice nap in the afternoon. Okay? So this song is dedicated to my parents who are still poking you guys in their late 80s. And it's also just an honoring of my heritage that I cherish so very much and the traditions of my heritage. So awesome to all the Slovenians out there. Are we ready? Here we go. Now it just starts the feet, watch. Now grab your partner. Yeah, just a little movement like that, good. Yay, you got it, this is the polka, this is it. There we go.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun.
Good, again.
Roll out the barrel,
Get ready to run.
we'll have the blues on the run.
Good.
Sing boom tarara, ring out a song of good cheer.
Good.
Now it's time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here.
Good, now the accordion 4 times. I know, very old. Now the kick out. Now watch the glide. Good. 2s, and then a glide. Oh, you guys are doing the polka. My dad would be so proud of you right now. Another set. Open the hearts. Good, last one. Now trombone. And roll it.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the
Get
barrel,
ready to run.
we've got the blues on the run. Sing boom tarara, ring out a song of good cheer. Now it's time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here.
And accordion, last time. You'll kick out first. Unless you want to. Good, now the 4s. Great! Yay, you guys did good. You are now officially Slovenians. I know, I think that was from the 1960s. The next song is a little slower. We're going to work on our hips on this song. And the name of the song is called Seeing My Father in Me. So all of us have dads. Maybe we knew them, maybe we didn't. But we have inherited traits from our fathers. And we're honoring our fathers with this song. So any little trait that you feel that you got from your father, that's what it's noticing. I'm seeing my father in me. Little prancing like this, little toes. Left leg's going to lift up.
Last night we brought the children by to visit their grandpa,
Good, now a soccer kick.
and it's
Up,
plain to see
kick,
they're truly
down.
part
Good.
of him.
Up. Good, now no
While
hands.
we were there, their grandma took out some old photographs.
Good, soccer kicks, no hands. Like this.
And he sure looked
Kick.
a lot like me back then.
Now watch.
I'm seeing my father in me.
Other side.
I guess that's how it's meant to be. And I find more and more like him each day. I notice I walk the way he walks. I notice I talk the way he talks. I'm starting to see my father in me.
Good, that's it, you guys. Now we're going to repeat. We're going to clean the floor. Here we go,
And
swoop around.
today I took my wife for a walk down that old dirt
4, good. 4 on the other side.
where my dad took my mom so many times.
the window and the
And
floor.
we found the time to mention things we never had before.
Good, other side.
And we shared some thoughts about the family line.
Now use your
Yeah, I'm
hands. See
seeing
them.
my father in me.
Other side.
I guess that's how it's meant to be.
Good, open your heart.
And I find more and more like him each day.
Good, get ready to walk.
I notice I walk the way he walks. I notice I talk the way he talks. I'm starting to
If
see
your Father's in heaven, look up.
my father in me.
Good, now pigeon pose.
Now looking back, can
And just a little movement like this.
Times we disagree. When I could not take hold of his old-fashioned
Good.
And the more I tried to prove him wrong, the more I proved him right.
Are you listening to the
Now I
words?
know why
They're
he
special.
still stood by me when I went through that stage.
Good, here we go. We're gonna
I'm
look again.
seeing my father in me.
Other side.
Yes, that's how it's meant to be.
Open heart.
And I find more and more like him each day. I notice I walk the way he walks. I notice I talk the way he talks. I'm starting to see my father in me.
One more like that.
And
In
I'm
a
happy to see my father in me.
Bring your hands and thumbs to your heart. Bow your head. Yay, those are for our dads. Happy Father's Day to our dads. Wasn't that special? Really nice. Hold your tray. Left arm
I
goes up.
see trees of green,
Bring it down. Other
red
side.
roses too.
Bring it down. Now that big sun circle looking up, touch at the top, and then draw your eyes and chin downward.
And I think to myself,
Big hug.
what a wonderful
Pull it
world.
in again. And then side to side. Good. Perfect. We're going to do the same thing again. Left hand
I
goes up.
see skies of blue and clouds of white.
Good. Both arms go
Bright,
up. Looking up.
blessed day,
Both come down, looking
dogs say
down.
goodnight.
And how about the other hand for the thinking?
And I think to myself,
That big hug.
what a wonderful world.
Good. Side to side. The rainbow. Left arm's going to arc first.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky,
Other side.
are also
Follow it
on
with
the
your gaze.
faces of people going by.
Now grip your hands like
I
this.
see friends shaking hands, saying how
Change the grip.
do you do? They're really saying I love you.
Good.
I hear babies cry. I watch them grow.
Big circle.
They'll learn much more
And a bow.
than I never knew. And I think to myself,
And a big hug.
what a wonderful world.
Sway.
Yes,
Hug. Oh, no.
I think to myself, what a wonderful
And then. Yay! Isn't that so lovely? It is. It takes us gives us a little pause to really appreciate it. It is a wonderful world.